Hi everyone, this is Arfeen. So today we are going to calculate CAPM, which is Capital Asset Pricing Model, and through which we are going to calculate expected return. So let's start. So we are going to import some libraries. Put pandas underscore data reader as web. Import okay, from SciPy. Import stats. That's it. Let's run. Okay, so let's download the data first. Web dot data reader Apple data source, of course Yahoo. Start is equal to, say, 1/1/2020 and 12/31/2020, and of course adjusted close. Let's run this. Data.head. Perfect. Here we also need a benchmark. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pass a list, and in which I will download S&P 500, which is GSPC. Let's download again. Perfect. So here I'm going to calculate data underscore return. In fact, what I can do, I can directly calculate return. I'll show you first and then I'll calculate it. Okay, so data is equal to, or we can also do one thing, instead of calculating return here. So what I'm gonna do, return underscore Apple is equal to data Apple last value divided by data of Apple first value into bracket -1. Return underscore Apple. Let's run this. Perfect. Similarly, we are going to calculate return of our benchmark. It will be like return S&P. So let me copy this and paste it here. Here it will be GSPC. Let me copy this, paste it here. Let's run this. Perfect. Okay, so although we don't need return of a stock because the capital asset pricing model formula required beta, risk-free rate, and the return of benchmark. So let me show you the formula here. Risk-free rate plus beta of a stock multiplied by market return minus risk-free rate. So let's run. So this is the formula of CAPM. Now, all we need here is risk-free rate, beta, market return, which is return of S&P, and again risk-free rate. So in order to calculate beta, we have done in our previous video that how we calculate beta. So you can find it in Tranner ratio. What I will do, I will directly calculate beta here. So beta is equal to stats dot linear regression. We need x and y here. So you can again find in my previous video what we are doing for x and y. So okay, for that I need to calculate return, daily return. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to have a new data frame which is that return dot certain percentage change, and then let's run this. Let me show you how it's look like. Dot head. Perfect. So what I'm going to do, okay, I will also drop any here. Again, you can find it in my previous video. Trainer ratio, why I did it. So I have return of Apple, comma, return of S&P, 0. So you can find it there, beta. Okay, so now I'm going to calculate CAPM. So CAPM is equal to risk-free rate. I'm going to take 2%, let's say 2 divided by 100, plus we have beta into return of S&P minus, in fact, what we can do, we can put risk-free rate, it will look more decent. 2 divided by 100, let's run this, and then I'm going to put risk-free rate here and risk-free rate here. Let's run this and see 10%. So what I can do is, let me print it, print Apple expected return is, let me print it in this way. So I'm going to print up to 2 decimal place, dot format, CAPM, multiply by 100. So let me do it after that. Okay, so perfect. So if I'm going to multiply it with 100, it will give you 10.4%, 10.14% return of Apple in a year. So similarly, if you want to do it for more than one stock, we can just generate return instead of Apple. We can do for another one. Similarly, if you want to generate a return for more than one stock, so I'm going to just add it, FB. Let's run this, run. Okay, so here I need to add, we can do it here, copy and then paste, return FB, return FB. So here FB, similarly FB, and then we will have 30% return of FB. Let me remove this. Okay, so everything will remain same. There will be no change. I need to run return here and then perfect. So this is return beta of Apple. Let's run this. Sounds good. Okay, and similarly, beta of FB. I'm going to copy it, and instead of Apple, I'm gonna put Facebook. So beta of FB, nice. So similarly, sorry, I need to cut it. So CAPM underscore Apple underscore Apple. Let me run it. Okay, no. Before running, I need to assign alpha here. Okay, so this is CAPM of alpha. Sorry, Apple, not alpha. Similarly, I'm going to copy it and I'm going to run it for Facebook. So it's gonna be, and I'm going to copy this print function, and instead of Apple, I'm gonna put FB. Instead of Apple, I'm gonna put FB, and let's check. Perfect. So that's all for today. If you have any question, anything you want to know, just feel free to comment, and if you like the video, please like and subscribe. So in the next video we are going to automate this CAPM calculation by defining a function. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching.